Well, you finished another unit, Unit 3, and so now you're kind of, I hope, putting it all together and realizing that when we create our own experience, we have a guidance system that comes with that creative possibility, and that guidance system is the feeling state or the state of mind in which we find ourselves. And I hope you've begun to realize that that is really valuable information for us, that we've actually been treating people's state of mind as though it was somehow fixed. So if a person is down or sad, we think, oh, we got to do something about that. But actually, as you start to realize the principles, you'll start to realize that, no, you don't have to do anything about it. You have to take it as information. That if I find my mood dropping, if I find myself becoming more tense, that is the physiological experience, my body experiencing the quality of thinking that I'm doing and letting me know it's time to not take this thinking too seriously. It's time to quiet down. It's time to leave your thinking alone and let it pass. And if you do that, if you take it as information and you don't worry about it, you don't say, oh no, I'm depressed, I'm so sad, what am I going to do? Do I need to talk to somebody? Do I need medicine? If you can just see that as we're on a sine curve in life, we're going in and out of different states of mind all the time. And the quality of thinking combined with our state of mind, the way we're holding and using the thoughts that we're having, really determines what makes sense to us. For example, I was at a conference one time where a person who had spent a good deal of his life in jail before a few years prior said, I never realized until I went to a course on the principles in jail that I didn't have to take my criminal thoughts seriously. That when I would get that compelling feeling to do something wrong and that urgency and that sort of drive and that sense of feeling I needed relief and I had to do something, if I just didn't do anything, it would pass. If I just saw it as a thought that was passing through my mind in a state of mind, that I could just turn my attention elsewhere and just quiet down, and the next thing you know, I've forgotten all about it. And I think this is the most critical part of seeing yourself as being a person who could live without stress and distress. Not without any, because come on, this is life. Things happen. We have moments. And you're going to have these times when your mood's down and your tension's up, and so be it. But if you can bring yourself to see that, so what? So what if I'm down sometimes? So what if I start taking a bunch of negative thinking seriously for a little while, and my mood shifts and I don't feel very confident and I'm upset. So what? It'll pass. Leave it alone. Leave your thinking alone. Leave yourself alone. Because our natural inclination, our natural gift is to return to a peaceful state of mind. That's the default setting with which we were born. And we can get back to it by just allowing ourselves to not take our negative thinking so seriously, not do anything with it, not fight it, not deal with it. Just accept that our state of mind is very, very valuable life feedback. It tells us how we're doing. It tells us what we're doing with our thinking. And that's all it is. And trust me, as you get in the habit of just dropping it, going, well, there I go again. I'm dropping down like a rock, but it'll pass. It does. It does for everybody. That's really why that it was funny, this just to wind this up, but there was a psychiatric study some years ago that was very puzzling to psychiatrists, because it showed that people who, let's say they tried to get into a psychiatrist's office and they had a 3 or 4 week wait before they could get an appointment, that a lot of them got better before they ever saw the psychiatrist. And the question was, how could that happen? You know, these people really need help. It's because our thinking changes and our state of mind changes. And so having made the appointment and having, in their mind, done the best they could to take care of themselves, and having no choice but to wait, they could get it off their minds. And as soon as they got their distressing thinking off their minds, they weren't distressed anymore, because that's how it works.